This is actually my second video diary for my VSG journey. I shot an earlier video that didn't turn out so well, and hopefully this one will be better and I'll be able to post it. I am actually about a day away from surgery. It's almost midnight on Saturday, August the 11th. Tomorrow's August 12th, and then my surgery is Monday morning, August 13th. I have actually lost 12 pounds since my surgery consult. Probably through the liquid protein shake diet and exercise. I have been walking during breaks and lunch. I have been walking when I get home. I have been going to the gym after work. And for example, today I walked a total of 6.7 miles. Almost 7 miles. I have never walked that much personally in one day, and definitely set a personal record for myself. I'm very sore, but I'm also proud, and to see the number that I saw on the scale, which by the way was 337.4. My heaviest was actually 372, so I've lost right out about 35 pounds on my own pre-surgery, but it has taken me since December. I am very excited, can't wait. I'm so glad that I have lost this amount of weight and it's getting me started on the right track. I really appreciate all of you out there who post videos, especially this is a shout out for Cara Serene. She has been such an inspiration to me, and it is actually because of her that I'm posting my own blogs. I'm hoping that I can inspire some of you like she has inspired me. I have been preparing for surgery, and I haven't packed yet. I have to pack for my stay. I've got things for my liquid diet tomorrow, which I've been on a liquid diet, but tomorrow is only clear liquid. So I'll have Jell-O, sugar-free popsicles, and broth. And that's pretty much going to be the diet for week 1. Of course, with protein shots, because protein is vital. I believe I'm supposed to get at least 75 milligrams of protein a day. And I'm thankful for your all's advice. I'm thankful for the videos that Cara posted before surgery, day 1, day 2, day 3. That gives me a little bit more knowledge of what to expect. I have actually had 4 surgeries with overnight hospital stays, so I know what to expect as far as the general anesthesia and general pain. And I also had a laparoscopic removal of my gallbladder. So I know what laparoscopic surgery is like, but never, obviously, have I had half of my stomach taken out. Actually, it's going to be more than half. But I just know that everything's going to work out well. I have full faith that it will. That's something that I have not got to talk to you all about, but faith in God is a very big part of my life, and I truly owe all my thanks and praise to Him for where I am at today. A big part of my weight has been because of emotional issues. I actually started gaining weight at the age of 4 and was obese in my early teens, even middle school years. And the weights just piled on and piled on and piled on. And it has been only through God and my internal healing from the inside out that I have been able to start this journey. It has been amazing, and I have to tell you out there that this surgery is not going to fix in here, and it's not going to fix in here. Yes, it will help your stomach, and it will help how much you eat, but if you can't get past that in your mind, if you can't stop when you're full and quit turning to food, surgery is not going to help. I have actually been preparing myself mentally since the first of the year and been seeing a therapist to work on emotional changes and honestly how I got here in the first place. And she truly believes that now that everything is changing emotionally for me from the inside out, that my health is going to start correcting itself. That my weight, my high blood pressure, many of my health problems are actually because of emotional trauma, things that I have been through in my life. And we all have things that we have been through that could have possibly traumatized us or really stuck with us for a long time. But you can overcome, especially through God. You know, it has been through God alone that I have been able to do this. And it's still a journey day by day. Something that I am thankful for as far as the liquid protein diet, I've separated my joy for food from nourishment. It used to be that I looked forward to eating, that I would plan my day around eating. What am I going to eat for breakfast? Oh, well, let's see. What are we going to have for lunch? And what are we going to have for dinner? And at each meal, I would be thinking about the next time we were going to eat. And food consumed so much of my thoughts, even to the point to where if I was feeling extremely anxious or stressed, that I would literally eat food. I mean, I guess you could say I would binge on food. Like, one of my favorite binges was always a big bag of hot fries and a Twix candy bar or chocolate-covered raisins. Did I need that? No. Could I maybe did with eating a handful? Yeah, but now that I know how bad that food is, I will never go back to it. And I'm not saying that you can't ever treat yourself, but those foods were triggers for me. I wouldn't just eat a handful, I'd eat the whole bag. And it was always when I was extremely stressed. And a little interesting fact is that spicy food and chocolate actually releases endorphins to your brain, which makes you feel better. So that's why I craved those things specifically during stressful times, because I was looking for a pick-me-up. And something that has really helped me, that I'm actually halfway through, is this book here. I don't know if you can see it, but it is called Made to Crave, and it is by Lisa Turkehurst. And basically, it is about fulfilling your desire in life, your craving, with God and not food. And it has helped me. I mean, I've only got it not even a week ago, and I'm already halfway through, but it is just speaking volumes to me about choices and discipline, and how, yeah, that chocolate cookie or the bag of chips or the piece of cake, sure, it looks good and it may feel good temporarily and give you that temporary high, but how are you going to feel after? Is your body going to crash? Are you going to have a sugar crash? One of the biggest things that has awakened me during my recent journey in the past month, past 2 weeks, has been no weak spells. Apparently my diet was so off that food was affecting me so negatively that I would almost pass out after eating. And I'm not saying that I would have to eat a huge amount, but it could even be what I considered healthy. But because of how I wasn't eating healthy all the time, it was affecting itself. It was affecting each other. I actually do have prediabetes, and after eating a meal, within 30 to 45 minutes, I would be almost comatose-like, to where I couldn't think, couldn't move, would literally be laying down, almost paralyzed. So bad to where my husband literally had to smack my face, you know, hello, are you alive? And they even tested me for seizures at one point because of the effect it had on me. And now I know it was related to prediabetes, insulin resistance, and my diet. Since I have begun this low-carb, high-protein diet, all-liquid protein shake diet, those spells have pretty much been non-existent. And when they have came, it has been because of my iron, because I do have low iron. My iron is only 9.8, but I haven't had any of that from eating after any of my shakes or any of my meals. And for that, I'm just so grateful, and it has really taught me that nutrition is so important. I could just go on and on about all that I've learned, but I won't. This is just kind of a quick update. My starting weight, once again, was 372, the heaviest that I've ever been. At that weight, I struggled to do everything. I had no energy, couldn't hardly do my daily tasks, struggled at work, was almost passing out at work, especially after lunch, and was just absolutely miserable. Now that I am down to 337, which obviously I still have a long way to go, and I know that my sleeve is going to help me get there, I feel much better. You know, I did 6.7 miles today. I did over 3 miles last weekend. I do at least a mile normally during the day at work because I have a track in the basement where I can walk. And I also want to thank my friends who have been walking with me, and my husband, he has been such a motivation to me. He's been very inspiring, and he has actually lost 20 pounds on his own now and has been walking with me and eating healthier and really motivating me. And that's helpful. So I really hope that you out there considering surgery will turn to your support, whoever that support may be. Whether it is family, husband, spouse, friends, children, it really needs to be a family effort. And we're bringing our kids into it. I actually have two wonderful, very active little boys, David and Evan, who are 3 and 4 years old, and we've been bringing them with us on our walks. We are being active as a family. We're eating healthier as a family. I don't want my children going through what I went through. I don't want my children picking up weight at 4 and 5 years of age and it just increasing and increasing and increasing like it did with me. So I'm trying to work really hard to have a healthy lifestyle for my family. And I know that this VSG, this vertical sleeve gastrectomy, is just the beginning. But I don't even know what it's like to be the right size. I'm not sure if anybody out there can relate to me when I say this, but the smallest size that I actually remember being was probably 220 pounds. And that was when I was in 7th grade. And if my mom sees this, she's not going to believe me. But I know it was true. I remember how much I weighed then. And that's the smallest I remember being in my adulthood, you know, other than when I was a child. But even then I knew that I was overweight, and they didn't make plus-size clothes for girls like they do now. So I had to wear a lot of lady clothes as a child, which really was awkward and wasn't in style. So thankfully, you know, they're making more styles for girls so they don't have to go through that. But anyhow, I am just so excited about surgery and about what's going to happen in my new life. And actually, I have my lovely son and husband sitting right next to me here. I'm so excited about my future and being more active. And actually, I have had a newfound friend at work who is challenging me to do a mini marathon. Will that happen? I don't know. Training for it does not start until January 2013. And prayerfully, hardworkingly, hopefully, I will be down at least 100 by then. And I know that that happens for many VSG patients. So I do believe that could happen, which will make it a lot easier to run. Right now, I walk or I power walk or I get on a stationary bike. But I cannot run yet. And I'm really hoping to get to that point.